All right, 2-year update. It has been just over 2 years since I posted that first video of the kayak on my channel, which actually got quite a bit of viewership. They got like 50,000 views, and that's pretty cool. Good to see a lot of people were interested in this kayak because I know I looked up every single video I could. So I figured might as well give a little bit of a long-term review and see what's going on with this thing. See what kind of problems it has or how it's holding up, you know. Spoiler, it's perfectly fine. No complaints. But, you know, first thing, that seat, so many people told me I was going to regret. Oh, man, those things they're loud, they're squeaky. Oh, they're uncomfortable. Oh, man, they're not good materials. That's why you buy a Hobie. You guys hear any squeaks? No? You see any rips or tears or anything like that? I got no complaints on the seat. Still perfectly comfortable. These support straps ain't loosened up at all, not once on me. The mesh drawer down here, still perfectly fine. Bungee still intact. Every bungee on this kayak, by the way, is still fine. Nothing's like got all chalky or nasty or shredded apart. Luggage strap back here is fine. The straps for your paddles right here is fine. The one on the front hatch up there is perfectly fine. This guy right here probably should have been broken a few times, but it's not at all. The pedal drive up here, still perfectly good and smooth. Haven't tuned it up or oiled it up, not once. Probably should, but I haven't. And maybe that shows you something. Super dirty. You can't even tell how dirty it is in the lighting in here. No holes, no tears, no gouges. The little rotor grips right here are fine. Still holding my net, same spot. Yak Attack double header over here holds my paddle perfectly fine. No complaints there. Still nice and tight. All right, here we go. The Boondocks landing gear, still perfectly fine. Not a single problem. Rolls super well. None of these bolts, these mounting bolts, have loosened up at all. What else? I don't really have much to say. I don't really know what to say. Never lost a rudder. Never broke it. Probably should have a few times. Never snapped any rudder cables. They're still perfectly nice and tight. Never adjusted them, never changed them. I probably should check them every now and then, but I got no complaints. And as far as the two little things that happened to the kayak, those are both my fault. I have to take blame for those. And one of the things is, the worst thing here is I broke this clip. This clip like presses on this little ledge here of the pedal drive when it's in the downward position. At Tracy Oasis, I was flipping a U-turn at the bridge on the Delta, and I didn't know there was a giant laydown under the bridge, and I rolled over it pretty fast with the tide, like a ripping tide going outward and at the waterfall, so it was pushing me around. I was smashing over that thing, and the prop guard here, the little fin, like rubbed over that laydown and like busted this thing up. I had the straps off of this little cover was just sitting here, and somehow the prop didn't break. I have no idea. Just busted through this little plate here and broke that. It actually still works, but it's just, you can't see it. I just snapped a little housing on it right there, but still snaps, still works. This little bike grip up here in front, totally changeable. Any Walmart, any bike shop, you can pay $5 and get a little bike grip. It's from going up them super long boat ramps at New Maloney's and Comanche and Tracy Oasis, Paradise Point, Amador, Pardee, all those different boat ramps going in and out the truck, up and down. But what really happened is I had the old truck I was using, my old truck. It's a 91 Chevy, right? It's got a short bed, it's a step side. I would have pushed my kayak all the way to the back of the bed and right up against the wall, you know, against the cab. That's where the bike grip would rub right against it, and it just finally tore after a while. And those are the only two things. It's the only two things that happened to this kayak. Everything else is fine. I even got a safety inspection from the freaking Coast Guard last year. Passed. Still the same Slayer Max 10 from Native. No complaints. Totally worth the money. The Boondocks landing gear was totally worth the money. If you're still trying to make that decision on whether you're getting a Hobie or a Native or a Pelican or a Feel Free or any other brands, nothing against those brands, but maybe this video can kind of, you know, nudge you to make the right decision. Hint, hint. And we can watch all those videos of dudes going to the shop and talking about the kayak, or even at the lake, they do a little demo of it, how good it turns, and or on the grass, and sit in it and show you things about it. You can watch all those till we're blue in the face. I know I did. I watched every video, but I didn't see enough of these long-term videos, right? So maybe a little long-term video can give you some little more, a little more perspective on the longevity of this thing. Maybe to help you make the right decision.